Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I will be solving a last problem of weekly contest 318 lead code. The problem name is minimum total distance traveled. Okay, so there are some robots and factories on x-axis, and we are given the position of all robots in an integer array robot, and we are also given a 2D integer array factory in which factory j is equal to position j and limit j, which means that factory j0 is the position of jth factory and factory j1 is the limit of jth factory. And now position of all robots are unique, position of all factories are unique, but position of robot and factory may coincide. Okay, now we have to do one thing. Now all the robots are initially in bad condition, broken condition, so we have to move all the robots to some factory point, and we have to fix that. Okay, now robot can move only in one direction, either to the left direction on x-axis or to the right direction, which is in our hand. We can move that to the left direction or to the right direction, but only in the one direction. Now in a factory j, only limit j number of robots will be repaired, so we have to find the minimum total distance travel for all robots, so that all robots can be repaired in any of the factory. Okay, so like this, we have some factories and we have some robots. Yeah, now we have to move robots to the factories such that the distance traveled by each robot, sum of distance traveled by the robots, is minimum, and all the robots are at any factory, and the number of robots at like this factory is less than equal to the limit of this factory. Number of robots at this factory is less than equal to the limit of this, and same for this, so that all robots are repaired and the minimum distance traveled is minimum. Okay, so we have to do this. Now how can we do this? This is basically a DP problem. So let assume that we have n number of robots. So number of robots are n robots, m number of factories, है ना, and each factory has a limit that it can repair only k number of robots, assuming that it can repair only x number of robots. Now for each factory for each robot I have a two option, like if I am at ith robot and jth factory. Now I have a two option, like if I'm particular factory. Okay, sorry, if I'm at particular robot I, then it is obvious that it will be fixed by the factory adjacent to it, either to the left side or to the right side. And if they are already filled, like if this one is already filled, so next adjacent one. So it was obvious, like ith robot will be fixed by only the adjacent one factories, any of the adjacent factories. If the next factory to the left is already filled, then the adjacent will be the left to the left one, and adjacent right one will be this one. So it is obvious. So first I will sort the robot and factory array with respect to the position, so that I can use this later. Okay, no, now I am assuming that I am at ith robot and jth factory. So now what options I have? Okay, if the number of robots repaired by the jth factory are x, and x is less than limit of j, I am assuming that number of robots fixed by this are k. If k is less than limit of the jth factory. Okay, so in this case we have two cases: ith robot will be fixed at this factory, or ith robot can be fixed to the next factory, or next to the next, or any of the factory after that. Okay, but if k is greater than k is equal to limit of j, then in that case we have to fix the ith robot to the next factory or to the after any of the factory after that, because all the previous one are already processed. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So for any point ijk, I, J, K. I is the position of robot. J is the position of factory. Sorry, J is the index of factory. I is the index of robot, and K is the number of robots already processed on the JH factory. And it is obvious that these Ks are consecutive. Yeah, it is consecutive because as I have already said that any robot will be fixed with the to their adjacent factory. So these K should be all consecutive. It is obviously so. DP I J K. Yeah, we'll have two option. If K is less than limit of J, then we have two cases. First case is DP I plus 1 is fixed at J plus 1. Sorry, I plus 1 is fixed at J, and we have fixed K plus 1 here, because the current robot is already also fixed at JH factory, plus ABS of position of J minus position of robot, so position of I. Yeah. Yeah, I have two cases. The next one will be fixed, will be the K plus 1th one, and will be fixed on JH factory, and this one is also fixed on this factory. And the next case will be DP, the current one is fixed at J plus 1, and this is the 0th one, because we have not fixed any robot on J plus 1 factory, so this one. Okay, now if K is equal to or greater than, it will never be greater than, so equal to, I think, else case, it will handle all the cases. In this point we have only this case. The ith robot will be fixed on J plus 1, and J plus 1 has fixed only 0 robots. So we have only these two cases, so we can solve this easily. Let's move to the code part. Yeah, I have a globally declared factories array, robots array, and DP array. Robots is equal to robot, factories is equal to factory, n is robot dot size, m is factory dot size, and I am assigning DP and a 3D vector, and all the elements are initialized with negative infinity. I am sorting robots and factories because of that adjacent part, and now my answer will be DP000. This means I am at first robot, I am at first factory, and none of these are processed. Yeah, so this will be, if I is equal to n, which means all the robots are done, I am returning 0. If j is equal to m, which means no factories are left, so I am returning infinity, 1e18 basically. And if dpijk is already calculated, then I am returning negative infinity. Sorry, then I am returning dpijk. And this val1 is the case that like if the current robot is processed by next factory, or next to the next, or after that any of the factory, so it will go to the next factory with k is equal to 0. And val2 is initialized with infinity, and if k is less than limit is factories j1. Okay, no, which means we can process this robot on the current factory also, so that will be distance between them plus next robot is also processed on this factory or after that. Okay, now I am returning dpijk, which is minimum of val1 comma val2. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any doubt, you can connect me with on Discord server, and if you like my video, you can share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.